welcome back, folks. I'm back, and here we go with tonight's report. If we can get this instrument to pull up here. My intro went okay. It was a little jumbled, but it was worth the effort. And maybe we can get this instrument to pull up. Come on. There it goes. The weather's just a little wacky right now. It's taking a minute to load here. Okay, come on. Load up. Here we go. Alright, this is Stereo A. This is March 10th, 2023. And you can see there's a little object right there. And we've had two CMEs. This is the second one right here. If it'll load up. Yeah, it's going to be a long night here, I can tell. It's going to be a little slow. So, there we go. Come on, play it. Please, Lord, can we just play this? Alright, we'll just go frame by frame since it's jamming up tonight. Let me scoot this down for you. Okay, here we go. Here's our first little CME. Nice little plasma ball there. And in there you can see our little dark object that I reported on earlier today. That was our first little CME. And as it moves out, here's our little object moving out. Then we have this second wave here. And this is a big one. And if we go back to right about here, over on this side, you can see our circular object is right here, and this is plasma spreading around it, okay? So as we continue here, boom, boom. Alright, so there's that. Let's see if we can get it to pull up on, clear some of these tabs real quick if I can. That's what's jamming things up. My intro jammed everything up. Come on, computer. Please, Lord. I'm trying to do a report here. Alright, so let's go back here and try and get a Soho going here. Come on. So March 10th, here we go. While this loads up. If it loads up, come on, Lord. I had all this stuff all set up. Okay, here's our first little blast right here with our object in the middle of it right there. Okay. Come on, computer. Jeez, I think we're having an electromagnetic storm right now, and that's why the computer's jamming up and just glitching and going frame by frame here. Come on, computer, let's go. So this is a big, huge spread. This is a impact zone right here. This round circle is an impact zone on the surface of a bigger object that's right here. Now play it. Come on, nice and smooth. There it goes. Well, maybe not. I guess tonight's report's going to be a little jumpy and bumpy. There we go. Now it's playing it. So you can see that first object was the smaller object with the second bigger object back behind it there. Try and clear out some of these tabs while this loop is running here. And that way I can open up some more stuff for our report tonight. Yeah, you can see the magnetic field, these cross lines at the end right there. So the first little object comes out and its little tails are crossed right there. And then the bigger object back behind it right there. So keep trying to clear tabs out as we go here. That way I can start loading up other stuff. And maybe this stuff will run a little smoother. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff for the intro there. Okay, Get rid of that. There we go. All right, so now there's our object moving by. Two of them. The smaller one first this time, right there, and then this bigger one right here. In fact, let's go look at the smaller one just real quick. I saw a good frame there. Where was it? Right here. Zoom in on this. You can see our small object is right here, okay, and you can see the little plasma or the magnetic field around it. It's got this the southern pole is reaching back this way and the northern pole is reaching down this way, so it looks like it's reverse polarity because it has this cross. This is plasma coming off of it and streaking back, reaching to the northern pole. This is plasma coming off the northern pole, this reaching down to the southern pole. Okay, let me just go a little bit more in tighter for you guys. There we go. Now you can see here's our object and here's its tails coming off like that. Okay, yes, well, what's going to cause the sun to turn black as sackcloth is a lot like what's happened to the earth. See, there's a core inside of a shell, and that metal core spins inside the shell and generates an electric field, an electromagnetic field. The same design works in the sun. The sun has a core that rotates inside of a shell that produces an electromagnetic field just like the Earth's, but it's much grander scale, and it's the corona of the sun. So if the core of the sun were to come to a grinding halt in its shell, the sun would stop shining and turn black as sackcloth. There you go. Okay, so see our object right there. We got to move on here. I got to start opening up other pages here. I haven't even set up my report tonight. All right, let's get this one started here. Okay. Oh, I see some people came over and helped support this. That's better. They're up to 25%. That's good. Okay, here we go. I'm going to scroll down. Let's see what happened. Oh, 11. 11 in a row, folks. This is not a joke. This is 11 times now, right before my stream, if this happens. And that's a big one. That's, I knew it, man. This is just insane. This is the 11th time. This was 9. This was 10 yesterday. And now tonight's, I mean, this is when I was doing setup right here. This happened right before. Oh, boy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And tomorrow's the 11th. Wow. So 10 on the 10th, 11 on the 11th, because this will be tomorrow. So they all corresponded. One was on the 1st, second was on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Unbelievable. Well, it's believable. I know what's going on, so I can believe it. But it's just, hopefully you guys are seeing this is God talking to you through scientific instrumentation. 11. Okay, each time it happens, the odds just quadruple, quintuple. Where the odds have 10 times, now 11 times. Maybe I'll stop doing streams and see if it stops happening. How about that? Maybe that's what I need to do, is just stop streaming, huh? Anyways, this is crazy. Let's go deeper. Let's take a peek and see what's going on in there. Wow, 11 times. That is crazy. So here's our red line. Here's our dip. They're finally showing it. And then this purple line went off the graph down here. Let me pull this up just a little higher for you guys. My bad. Here's our red line coming off of this one. There's our dip. Here's the purple line going down off the page here. So we're definitely having some interruptions in the sun's heartbeat. This is the sun's heartbeat. This is the Schumann for the sun. It's the GOES X-ray flux. This is the shell. This is the core of the sun spinning inside of its shell, creating an electromagnetic field that hums just like the Earth does at 7.83. This one hums at a different one at the X-ray flux, whatever. It hums along, and then all of a sudden, it has a heart attack. This is not good. This is not good. Like I said, these color coded. This should be yellow. This zone, the B zone, should be yellow, and this A zone should red. It should be this burgundy color up here, okay? Because we shouldn't be going down into this A zone ever. This is 11 times this has happened now. And I fail to see anybody else reporting on this. They'll report on the GOES X-ray flux and they'll talk about the M flare, but they won't address these huge dips. I mean, they scream, what's going on here, you know? The sun's having a heart attack. Shit's going down. It's getting crazy. All right, let's go over to where are we here? Oh, look at the auroras. They're picking up now. We got inbound stuff hitting the magnetosphere. Let's open the tracker here and let's see if we got any kind of news on these latest CMEs. Come on. It looks like it's about to go that way. Yes, and it's just going to barely clip the Earth. Just, okay, good. That's good. We don't need a direct hit because the Earth can't handle much more absorption, okay? We're absorbing so much just in the solar winds. Now we got these huge CMEs. Thank God that one just, I mean, that's a shot across the bow right there. And the trajectory of that object looks to make a shot across the bow here too. It's not necessarily going the direction of this CME. It caused the CME by going this way. It popped off at the angle this way as the object's passing. So, but that's good news. At least it's not a direct hit. Okay, so we had some good news there. Let's zoom back out of this. And go back here. Let's see. Anything else to see here? Our absorption's getting hit right here. Let me just zoom in on that. Sorry, I should have done that before. You have to forgive me. It's been another rough day, as you can tell. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, our absorption's getting hit like right in the Indian Ocean right now, so no blackouts for us, but we're still having not geomagnetic, but electromagnetic disruptions. They're messing with the stream and messing with the computers and all that stuff. So, all right, let's open up the Schumann now and take a peek at what's going on with the heartbeat of the Earth. Because we just looked at the heartbeat of the sun. Now let's go look at the heartbeat of the Earth. And, not too bad. I'm going to pop you guys out so you can come with me to take a closer look. Okay, so our main band that we want to watch is this one right here, this 7.83. And what I'm concerned about is that spot right, whoops, go back here, right in there, whoops, where it's weak, right in this zone, right in here. See this little dark patch right there? Oops, right above it. Right, come here, right there, going down. There's a little break in this. It got kind of weak right there. But it's still pumping along, so that's good. Even though we're going forward in reverse, at least it didn't go down for too long. All right? Which is good. We don't want the magnetic field to go down because bad things happen. We all fry. Let's get you guys back in the tripod here. Oh, there you go. Alright, sorry about that. But that's how we have to do my funky report. No, the other way. Now you guys know what I look like. Uh-oh. So let's move on to the next. Let's go to the null school instrument. Open it up. I usually have all this all lined up, but the opening took all the tab room. So let's get it on the polar vortex here. Take a peek at what's going on our vortex today. And, ooh, it's looking nice and mellow now. This is kind of positioned itself. It's calm. It's smooth. And this one is, it's still kind of hanging in there. I thought it was going to peter out a little bit more than this, but it's still kind of hanging in there. It's not as bizarre and as strong as it was before. And now look at the effects. This backwards flow is way up here in Canada. It's no longer going across the USA. It's way up here now. Now we're starting to get this southerly fetch that's creeping up this way. We're starting to get stuff coming across this way instead of stuff slowing our storms down. So we're going to drop down another couple levels here to our jet streams, our upper jet. And this is the jet over America. Okay, you can see America there. And then I'm going to let the winds go. And we still have this huge trough, this, what are they calling it now? Oh, I'm so tired. So our jet stream's coming all the way across the Pacific, dipping down, grabbing subtropical moisture and feeding it right into Southern California. And our little vortex here is still kind of hanging in there, and it's pumping colder air from the north down into this, but it's not enough. It's not cold enough. It's still melting all that snow and flooding. So now, as where these two join, this cold air and this warm air joining now right here over the country instead of over here. Okay, so now we got our cold air mass and warm air mass meeting up here. Potential for thunderstorms and hail and maybe tornado in that zone. So let's put the winds back in there. See how they're coming together right here? That's the zone where we're going to watch. Let me just get in tighter for you. There you go. Okay, there we go. So these two, this is cold air blending with warm air where they meet right here. Is going to be this little band right here is going to be where these thunderstorms and stuff should pop up right along in there somewhere. So we have our atmospheric river just continuing to pump stuff into the west coast. All right. Let's go to the bio and the fires. Nope. Let's take off. Let's go to this one. There we go. Here's our fires. Our fires in our aurora. You can see the aurora is reaching down just partway into Canada. Let's start with America. Our fires aren't too bad. Okay, let's see if we get a little tint there. Bunch of little spot fires all over Texas and stuff in this area, going up into Arkansas, Oklahoma and stuff in there. But down here in Mexico, a lot of hot spots and a lot of fire activity going on all the way through this zone now. We come over here and look at Cuba. Cuba's all red, covered with fires. A lot of these can be like little campfires or something that people are cooking on or whatever. But some of these are hot spots. And here we are at South America. This is where the plume of the gas is growing in this area right here. And we have these hot spots. We'll go to the sulfur dioxide too here in a minute. Okay. Let me just finish this. Looking around Africa. Over here we got hot spots in the water. Okay. See all these hot spots here in the water? Some of these may be oil wells with burn-offs or whatever, but not all of them are. We got some hot spot activity in the water, okay? Let's go over here to Indonesia and check out this little volcano that we've been studying here. See this little hot spot right there? That's a little island. There's a volcano on it. I'll go over to the earthquake map and we'll look up that one. But As we look at Australia, there's a few fires up in this region right here. Where else do I want to go? Let's go. We're going to go over to India and China because that's the place that has a lot of fires. Look at all that. Now, again, some of it could be, people camping or eating, cooking their little barbecue, but that's a lot. A lot of fire activity. That's what this thing indicates. Now, over here, see how when I let go of the mouse, all the other ones fill in? Do you see these ones that are still sitting here while I'm rotating the planet around without the winds and stuff? These ones look like more like designated hot spots or something, because when I release the thing and they all fill in, these smaller little red dots almost look like the little small spot fires. But then when I take them off, you see darker ones, more dominant ones that are sticking out, like over here. Okay. Here in America, there's a couple, mainly in Mexico. Now that's without releasing it. Now I've released it, and you see even more. So, I think that's it there. Let's go look at the sulfur dioxide. Now, this is a gas that emits from the ground. Let me turn off these winds. There we go. Now we got the hot spots and the sulfur at the same time. So here we have China. They're still under the gun there. They're in big trouble. Europe is looking a little bit better. Let me go in just a little bit tight. No, never mind. It's still bleeding profusely here. All these different little individual sites. Let me take off these fires. Where is this overlay again? It's on bio. None. There we go. Now let's go back to the chemicals and there we go. Got the fires off there. So now we can look here. This is kind of growing and blossoming here. Same with up here in Russia. This is getting stronger and stronger in their region too. As we come over here to America, America is still bleeding profusely. The whole half of the country is still just pouring out sulfur dioxide. Then let's just kind of back out. We'll go down to South America and look at theirs. Theirs is kind of calmed down a little bit. I mean, there's still a lot of it, but it looks like it's a little calmer. Maybe not. Here's this activity growing over here on this side of South America now. Okay. And then, what else? Oh no, the island of Java. Let's go look at Java real quick. Yeah, this end is really spewing a bit more than the rest of the island now. So it seems to have moved more to this end, and that's right where the Anak Krakatau volcano is. So we'll be watching that for eruptions, any kind of activity there. Oh, South Africa. This has blossomed a little bit more. That one and that one. That one's actually shrunk. This one blossomed a little more. So, okay, and then let's go one more time over to another chemical. We're going to go over to the SO4, which is sodium quad oxide, I like to call it. And then what happens here, this SO4, this gas that's all over the map here, this gas mixes with the water vapor in the air. And when you mix H2O with SO4, you get H2SO4, which is sulfuric acid. All right? And we are getting sulfuric acid plumes growing in our atmosphere, and that's what you're looking at here, okay? Some of this can be from man-made. Some of it is from the ground. It doesn't matter whether it's from the ground or man-made. It matters that it's in the air. Look how much is in the air. This is all going to turn into sulfuric acid, and what happens, the winds, let's just put the winds on for a moment here, because I want to show you what happens to all this sulfuric acid. See all this? It gets caught in this current, and where does it go? Bingo, right at us. They don't even have to attack us. They're just poisoning us to death with sulfuric acid. There's acid rain. I mean, my snow, I took a pH level, and my snow is acidic. So we have acid snow now, thanks to all this sulfuric acid that's emitting from the ground and from manufacturing, a lot of it on this side of the planet. Look at how much is on that side of the planet. Then we come over to our side, and there's a little bit. There's still a few places where it's emitting from. But, I mean, camera's a little too bright there. Alright. So, all this is going to turn into this H2SO4 eventually. It'll turn into sulfuric acid and fall as acid rain or acid snow. Unbelievable. Okay, let's see. What was the next instrument to open? We did the Schumann. We did that. We did that. We did the null school. What are we doing, Lord? Oh, forecast? No, earthquake. Let's do an earthquake report real quick. Thanks for bearing with me here. I was a little lagging behind tonight, and then I wanted to go live at 11:11, and it wouldn't let me until 11:12, and that pisses me off. All right, here we go. We're back here in America. Let's take a look at. Oh, let me give this overlay real quick. No, wrong one. This one. All right, there we go. Get that out of the way. Now we're back here at our little quake swarm here. Okay. And this is in Colorado, next to this mountain here, and our little fault line that appears that we have running along there. It's hard to tell. It kind of looks like a fault line type feature that runs right through here, right at the very foot of this volcanic structure. Let's pull this down, zoom it in. People need to see, Brian. All right. There we go. Here's our volcanic structure. Here's our fault line. And here's our earthquake swarm. All three of them are within nice, close little proximity. So this is magma under the surface causing earthquakes. It's rising to get to this volcano. If you guys wondering what the meaning of 11:11 is, I'll tell you. Because I used to see it when I was a kid, long time ago, before it was ever popular or ever in a movie or ever. Then somebody said, "Oh, I see 11:11 everywhere I go," and it's like, yeah, I've been doing that for years. And I'll explain what it means. You guys ready? You guys ready for the explanation of 11:11? So, if you think about it, it's all one number, 11:11, but it consists of 4 individual ones. Those 4 individual ones are the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, and you. All 4 in one. 11:11. Get it? Got it? Good. Next. Where are we going? Thank you, Lord. Where are we going now? Oh, more earthquake. We didn't even cover the globe here, so let's just look over at our list real quick. We had 4.7 in Chile, so let's pull out here and go. We have this one here on the Juan de Fuca. That's a 3.4 at a depth of 16. Is it right on the crack? Ooh, it's just inside this corner right here, okay? Let me zoom in for you guys so you can see. All right, here's that corner on the crack, and it's just inside this corner. All the pressure's pushing this way. It wants to rupture right along here, but it can't, so it pops off an earthquake just inside there. Okay, so let me pull back out of there, and we'll kind of look around the world. We should come over here and see what's going on with this one. This is a 5.0 at a depth of 10. You know what I want to do? I want to change this real quick because I want to get the, nope, that's the wrong one. It's this one? No. It's, help me, Lord. There we go. 7 days. There we go. Let's fill this gap in a little bit here. Okay. Now we can close this one out. close that one. Right here. All right, there we go. So take a peek at that for a second. Oh, there we go. Here's our big quakes and our deep quakes and everything that we had in this area. What I was gonna do is I want to go right in this area, right about here. I want all that right here on the list, because we're gonna go down this list here a little bit. There are some that are, where were we? Okay, most of these are shallow, but then well, I guess it. All right, here we go. This 4.8 is by the Fiji here. Let's just click on it. It's this one over here. That one was at a depth of 563. That's really deep. Okay, that's a deep quake. There was a bunch of them in a series here. Here's another one at 486. Here's another one at 464. This 5.4 in Colombia wasn't that deep, but here's another one in the Kermadec Islands, 404 depth. Where'd the other ones go? I think that was it right there, yeah. But there was a series, a bunch of deep quakes in this region, so we got more energy that's, going to be dispersed around that area as we continue on through this week, okay? So I think that was it on that one. Now let's go to the GFS model forecast. Alright, we got all our data. I'm going to go ahead and play this. You pick out your part of the country, time and date. This is 10 p.m. Pacific, so the times up here are in Pacific, so adjust accordingly to your part of the country. I'm going to take a drag and I'll be right back. Alright, yeah, look at these storms coming into the west coast and what happens when they cross the country. Yeah, just give me a second, I'll be right back. Ow. Alright, thank you guys for being patient with me there. Get much time to take a drag officer between work and getting this set up. Look at this huge monster. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I'll pause it and start going frame by frame. Here we are, opening frame. The storm on the west coast is moving out. Well, it's still lingering a little bit, as we have this big old comma-shaped one dumping a bunch of snow in this region, bringing rain down in here. Another storm moving into the west coast. As this moves down into Alabama and Georgia region, possible tornadoes there on March 12th, in the afternoon of March 12th. As another storm comes into the Pacific Northwest here, clips Northern California, then another round, as we have this moving out through New York and stuff, okay? So go forward here, forward there. Next storm moving in here is just, look at this. This is going to be intense right here, as if we hadn't had enough already. Boom. That's going to be a monster. And then as it dives down, this low creates icing on the back side of the rain. There's rain with icing and then a big patch of snow back here behind it. As we continue, a little bit of icing here. That's Missouri, yeah, Missouri into Illinois a little bit. Then you see these bands like this. These are the ones I don't like, because the pop-out thunderstorms come out right in front of them and create tornadoes. So March 17th in this zone here. This is Kentucky. Well, what's under Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, okay, then drops down into Georgia and Alabama, okay, and then as another front moves in to Northern California, like I said, these people should be evacuated by now. If they're not, then well, that's your fault. And it still lingers. You know, we got this. Look at this thing with another one right here. Now watch this monster. Look at this defined comma shape. See these little scattered ones here? This is what I don't like to see. There's tornado outbreak on March 23rd in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri. And then you just see it continue to plow into Mississippi. Snow on the backside here too for the northern states. Boom. Tail end of it's going to clip New York. Bring some icing there. As another storm approaches the west coast on the 26th, 25th and 26th. And that's about all the weather we have. Little outbreak here again. So this area, watch out for your tornadoes. This area, watch out for your incoming storms and lots of water. Okay. I think we covered everything there tonight. There was no gem for tonight. I'm too exhausted. The gem was the opening. It came together all right. So if you didn't catch the opening, that was the gem for tonight. I think that's about it. I probably won't do a later update tonight because I'm pretty exhausted. So let's just go back one more time and check this out. We'll close out with this right here because this is 11 in a row now, you guys. Okay? I'm not joking. I don't make this chart. I don't make this thing. This is readings from the sun. The sun's responding to whatever's happening to me, and it's having heart attacks every day just like I am. I guess that's it for now. I guess we'll wrap it up because I'm... Oh, you know what? Let's talk to you guys for a minute. Hi, Brian and all, and hi, Watchwoman of the Dragon. Hi, sweetie. It's good to have you here. Kenny Crowder, good to have you here too. Drop is here, I think. I see you talking to him. Let me see, we've used it. Yeah, so saying hi to some of my friends here, some of my family. Deanne Kendall, thank you. Michelle Cameron, thank you. We got some good people here. Mal Canstel. There's Drop. I see Drops is here. Jama Barker. Yeah, we got some cool folks here. Alright, let's see what the last little one was. Alright, you guys got any questions at all? You want to ask any questions? I'll try to answer some questions if you have, you know, some issues that you want to ask about. Ooh, Krylid Crisis. Hi, welcome to my channel. I haven't seen you here before. Anyways, if you guys got any questions, you know, I could possibly try to answer them. These drops like this is the sun's like power dropping. This is like these are spikes in the opposite direction. Like when we have a flare, that's energy popping off. These dips like this is like the sun powering down. It's like the core is stopping inside of its shell or something like that. See what I'm saying? Because if it were still spinning, it'd be cruising along in sea level range, right? But then all of a sudden it drops below B level into A level, almost to the floor of A level. Whoops, my bad. You see what I'm saying? All these things are, it's just, click to expand data. I wonder if I could expand this. Oh, it's that one. I want the history of this. I want the whole 11 in a row. Brian, sorry I missed you tonight on Frugal. Oh, yeah, I just pop in there to say hi real quick. I don't chat too much. But yeah, I was over there at Frugal Family. It's like family, even though I feel a little not too welcome there, but I still go there to hang out and see my friends, and it was the Fugel family who pushed me over 1,000 so I could live stream for you folks. So I'm still grateful for their help, and I still go and visit, and every once in a while I'll say hi to you guys in the chat. But I'm usually busy doing work and then trying to get to the computer in time to get to my show. So I pop in at the end of Marth and listen to a few news stories, say hi, and then get ready for the show. And what a show, huh? 11 in a row. This is quite disturbing. I don't know what the odds are now. The calculator doesn't even go that high anymore. I mean, we're in the quadrillions to one that it's not a coincidence. I mean, right before every show, right when I'm having a heart attack, that's awesome. It just seems to me it correlates. So, anyways, thank you, Kylie Crisis. What was that drop? What did it say? Oh man, we mostly on Rumble nowadays. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't do Rumble. I'm not all that high tech. You see my chintzy little setup. So, I think that's it for tonight, folks. I love you all. God bless you all. And until my next video, bye. I'll be back.